So Stu has spent a considerable amount of time getting something special ready for us. And we're well underway now, aren't we, Stu?
Yeah, well, what it was, this boat has got 2 cool boxes which are under the bunk that normally goes in this room. This room we've turned into an extension of the kitchen, so we can keep microwave, air fryer, kettle in here. And it's also at the end is all my tools, so that I can get to those reasonably easy. The problem with these cool boxes was they were just boxes, nothing cooling them whatsoever. So it's a huge space, kind of wasted, apart from just ambient storage. They've got lids that go on, matching lids to match the rest of the wood in the boat.
Here.
And the lids themselves have got about 10 mil of recess in them. The problem is it's only filled, whereas this is all filled with expanding foam, the lids are only filled with chippings you get with packing, so they do no insulation whatsoever. So that's something I've got to do in the future, is fill them with expanding foam. But these are all filled with expanding foam. So I thought, well, I'll buy a isotherm G80 compressor unit, an evaporator plate, to turn this into a fridge, so that we can have this as a fridge with baskets in it, and our existing freezer we can use as a freezer with a small little fridge element as well. So we've got quite a lot of cooling element, which seems a bit strange in Britain, but that's the way it goes. So the stage I've got at the moment is I've just set it up in a rough form to see that it all works and get do the position and basic position. It seems what's happened now is this compressor's just cut out, so I'm hoping it's on the thermostat, which it is.
Woo, yeah, it's just kicked back in again.
So unbeknown to me, I've just checked the thermostat. So the evaporator plate will be kept in this fridge here. The thermostat and the cool unit we kept in here. This will no longer be used as a storage coolish box. I'm going to use it purely for the fridge side of things, and this will be used as the proper fridge side of with the evaporator. But as I say, I've only just mocked it up at the moment, put everything in place to see that it works, and I've now got to tidy it all up. But hey ho, this is what I call a Darcy. You do it, then you come back to it. So
Darcy being the dude on Supernova.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to run him down because he's been my mentor. He really has been my mentor. Great, but it's the way they attack things with a smile on their face. So this is the first stage. We'll get this box cooled down to temperature and start using it, because my work now is in this half here. Watch this space.
So we've just left Newtown and we're just heading back down the Medina River, and our next port of call is going to be Beaulieu. So it shouldn't take too long to get across there. How long do you reckon it'll take to get across there?
Another 1 hour and 45 minutes.
1 hour and 45 minutes, I'm being told. And what can we expect, Captain Stu?
For what?
On Beaulieu.
Oh, it's a beautiful river. It really is, as you meander up there, it's just stunning countryside. It's nice to be able to take the dinghy and go to the Butler's Hard, which is, they've got some nice little houses there where you can walk around as they were many years ago. And it's just a pleasant place to stay. Maybe 1 or 2 nights.
ago. And this is our stay sail that's just in the way. We just put that up yesterday. And hopefully get to try that out in the next few days. And yeah, so that crane up ahead is called the hammerhead crane. That's what that is. Ferry up ahead. Big tanker out there. Very posh on the left there. There's a royal pontoon over there. Bit of a chop here. Yeah, that royal pontoon I was talking about is just over there. It's like got the gold. Yeah, I did store the bottles, they're fine.
It's alright, Portia.
It's got a gold top to it. Portia, you gonna go to your special place? Hey? Your sailing position. Ooh, what are you seeing on? You're chasing the shadows now. Get yourself comfy, sweetie, because it's gonna get rocky.
It'll be calm down.
So the house is over there. There's a little white house immediately in front of us. That is where Winston Churchill was born, and then a house just behind it on the left is a house that Napoleon stayed in when he came here. Very beautiful. There's no wind though, so we're not going to get to use our sails today. Beautiful though. You right, sweetie? Oh, good girl, aren't you? Yeah, you're a good girl. Hey? Ah, pretty girl.
These call VHF 168, is that? 68, yeah.
68, yeah. So this is the Beaulieu River that we're just entering now. Beautiful.
Is that a seal in the water?
Not sure, no.
Lobster pot.
Lobster pot, I think. just successfully grabbed a mooring ball in the Beaulieu River, which is a first for Stu on this boat, and pretty much a first for me, really. It's very beautiful here. Absolutely gorgeous. And the marina's just around the corner. But it's really cool because we can take our dinghy out and have an explore, which would be nice. Stu's just making sure we're super secure and we're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, Southampton over there.
Okay, so we're just on our tender, our dinghy, and we're heading up to Buckler's Hard on the Beaulieu River to have a little look around. It's very beautiful here. Very quiet at night. Very nice.
Go up to this one, have a look.
Oh, that's Buckler's Hard. Very pretty. So this is Buckler's Hard, and at the bottom there they used to build ships, and they built Nelson's ships.
Well, no, not his particular ships, but the Royal Naval ships, three very important ones, whose names I forget right now.
Agamemnon was one.
Yeah.
Euryalus.
So sounds right.
And I can't remember the other
There
one.
was another one as well.
Yeah.
But they were built just down the bottom. There was three sort of areas where they built them, and then they launched them into the river.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive project, and all the wood that came from, what was it, 100 acres. It took 100
Yeah.
acres of oak trees
To build one
to
ship.
build one ship. And the numbers were huge. And all the people involved and the skills involved. It was absolutely a massive undertaking.
And they also built the Mulberry Harbour near here as well, didn't they?
Yeah, a prototype on it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They built the dock to temporary dock.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's happened here over the years. It's the Francis Chichester's home port.
It's quite an important place, really.
Yeah, it is. It's all privately owned. It's one of the very few privately owned in the country, I think. The Montague family have owned it for many years.
It's very nice. It's well worth coming to see, isn't it?
It is, yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the museum was overwhelming, but interesting.
Yeah. Very nice. That's the master builder's house down the end there, which is now a pub. Beautiful. Apparently this house on the corner had to be rebuilt because the lady that lived in there is supposed to have haunted it.
What?
And so they had to rebuild it.
And some residents still live there, don't they? Some of those houses are
Yeah. Some of them are actual people's homes, aren't they?
Houses.
Amazing.
In 1791. Arabella Beaulieu is working on a rag rug with her daughter Martha by the window. The open Bible on the windowsill shows that the family were literate and educated. In the kitchen to your left, you will see Thomas Beaulieu, the shipwright, returning from work and being greeted by his son Edward and a neighbour's daughter, Mary West. She was employed to assist his wife Arabella in household chores. The Beaulieu's lived here from 1789 to 1820. Shipwrights were highly paid, earning around 20 to 30 shillings a week. They were able to afford extras, such as the decorative salt-glazed pottery you can see around the room.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is that decorative salt glazed pottery, is it? Nice.
Room. Note the embroidered sampler on the wall, a method of teaching girls to sew. There is one small bedroom above this room where the Beaulieu's might have taken a lodger or had a maid to live. At this time there would have been a workforce of 150 men at the shipyard, so accommodation was at a premium. Every house in the village would have been crammed full of labourers. This recreated interior illustrates the large difference in living standards between the skilled shipwright and unskilled labourers. Please make sure you see the labourers' cottage display in the Maritime Museum on the other side of the street, where
Stu, do you reckon they charge prices in this bar from that time?
Yeah, no idea.
So cheap and cheerful.
Well, it would, yeah. Proportionally, it would have been a lot cheaper or more expensive than that. I don't know. I have no idea.
So this is where the ships were built and launched from. It's so hard to believe that they were in here, and you can still see the old timbers poking up there from the mud. Are you playing with your toys?
On a single line.
Are you cute? Eh? Oh, Portia, you're so cute.
Hey, Portia, you're so cute.
Oh, she's getting a dose of drugs
Oh,
there.
lovely, yeah.
Oh,
Cute.